Almost 14 years back, on June 18, 2008 to be precise, the erstwhile Honda CL cars had launched India's first hybrid car, the Civic Hybrid. While the technology promised nearly 47% enhanced fuel efficiency than a regular 1.8-litre Civic 80, the relatively steep price tag on the car and the yet-to-be-proven hybrid technology ensured the product did not succeed in the market. Come 2016, Honda Cars India introduced the Honda Accord Hybrid, featuring what was claimed to be the world's most efficient hybrid system, delivering 212 horsepower of maximum output and best-in-class fuel economy of 23.1 kilometers to a litre. Unfortunately, the Accord Hybrid met with the same fate in the country, with not too many takers for the cleaner propulsion technology. Honda, however, wasn't going to give up on the promise of hybrids as a technology. It believed in the strong market potential of hybrids and what they could do to bring about environmental benefits to the customers as well as the country. Recently, the company decided to introduce the hybrid technology on its longest running nameplate in the country, a name that has been synonymous with the brand, the Honda City. Ever since its launch in India, the City has evolved through 5 generations and has cumulatively sold 8.5 lakh units in India so far. The City's popularity can be gauged from the fact that it has sold over 4 billion units across 60 countries since its debut. In recent years, we have seen the Indian customers' willingness to being part of the electrification journey. However, there are hitches that have acted as strong impediments, the deficient charging infrastructure in the country being the most distressing.
And specifically in today's situation, we believe that kind of infrastructure development is still lacking in the country, and we need a solution which solves all the problems. So that's the reason we launched the Honda eHEV, which is a very strong hybrid, and to that it has an engine, it has a 2-motor hybrid system followed by electric battery.
Honda established eHEV as a communication name for its 2-motor electric hybrid system, which is positioned as Honda's core electrification technology and an electric hybrid system for this new era. The eHEV nomenclature was first introduced in Honda's all-new Fit in Japan and European markets and the all-new Accord in the Japanese market. The eHEV technology has for the first time been used in the City sedan for the Asia and Oceania regions.
And the best thing about it is that you get a mileage of 26.5, which is 40 to 45% better than the petrol engine. And not just that, you get ultra low emission levels. And the car has 3 basic drives. So, automatically through the setup of the hybrid system, it decides that which mode is the best mode to drive in. So depending upon the traffic conditions, depending upon the driver, the car shifts from an EV mode, which is a pure electric mode, to a hybrid mode and to an engine mode. So that makes it special, and I'm sure everybody can have a fun of driving an electric hybrid car.
The City eHEV is a very important product for Honda Cars India. As a product, it has clearly been the flag bearer for almost 24 years. And as Kunal Behel, Vice President Marketing and Sales, said, the City is synonymous with the name of Honda, and to many, Honda means the City.
A very strong market share of 44% in the segment. That's the reason we launched in this particular space. We're currently targeting at a 10% volume of the total City from the electric hybrid. And since the day we announced the pre-bookings on 14th, I'm quite happy. We have a tremendous response coming from the market, and not just on the strong hybrid technology. I think consumers are preferring even on the Honda sensing features. So we have those 5 strong safety assist features, which makes it more special in the segment.
Kunal alluded to the fact that the earlier experiments with launching hybrid products in India was different, considering both the Civic and the Accord were CBU models imported into India. With the City though, it is being made in the country.
And that's a long-term commitment to the Indian market. We're following the government's direction of made in India, and that's why the car is being manufactured here, and which makes the car a little more affordable as compared to the CBU. And that means that everybody can have fun of joining the electrification journey in India.
Talking specifically about the system structure of the eHEV system, let's look at some of the specific details. The eHEV consists of 5 systems working together with driving force provided by an electric motor up to 80% of the time, and engine being mainly responsible for the electrical energy production, directly powering the wheels only in some situations such as high-speed cruising. The two-motor eCVT transmission is an innovatively designed combination of 2 electric motors, the energy generation motor and the electric drive motor. Both these high-speed electric motors have been developed in-house by Honda to be as lightweight, compact, efficient and power dense as possible. The energy generation motor provides a high power of 70 kW that converts the engine's mechanical rotation to electrical output to either supply the electric drive motor or charge the battery pack. The electric drive motor provides 80 kW or around 108 horsepower of power output to drive the wheels and is capable of a maximum speed of 13,300 rpm. It is claimed to provide a class-leading peak torque of 253 Nm. The drive motor can also function in reverse as a generator for regeneration of deceleration energy to charge the battery pack, supported by the electric servo brake system, the company explained. The engine on the Honda City eHEV is a 1.5-litre Atkinson cycle iVTEC unit that produces peak power of close to 97 horsepower and the peak torque of 127 Nm. The engine primarily serves as the power source for the generation motor to generate electrical power, while the task of running the car is mainly performed by the electric drive motor. The Atkinson cycle, which is a high expansion ratio cycle, allows the engine to extract more kinetic energy than the compression ratio for a normal petrol engine. The engine on the City eHEV aims to achieve the highest level of thermal efficiency of 40.5%, Honda said. The other critical component of the eHEV system is the Intelligent Power Unit. The IPU, which is installed under the luggage compartment floor near the rear seats, integrates the lithium-ion battery pack, cooling fan, a battery control ECU and the switchboard. The battery pack used on the City eHEV consists of 48 lithium-ion battery cells for a total pack voltage of 172.8. Together, they can generate a maximum power of 39.6 kW. Honda engineers explained to us that improved battery control systems and revised battery chemistry have allowed the lithium-ion cells in the IPU to operate with high efficiency in broader state of charge range for better energy density and power density while retaining a compact size and light weight. The power control unit, meanwhile, is installed in the engine compartment that controls the power of the electric hybrid system. The PCU consists of the power drive unit, voltage control unit, motor control unit, a 12-volt DC-DC converter and cooling system, etc. The fifth critical element of the system is the engine-linked direct coupling clutch, which helps deliver power from the engine to the tires with high efficiency. This clutch, which is a wet-type multi-plate clutch, helps make the transition to and fro engine drive mode to EV drive or hybrid drive mode seamless for the driver. Honda clearly has packed the City eHEV with a wide range of new, improved technologies from a powertrain perspective. The other important addition to the City is Honda Sensing, the Japanese automaker's advanced driver assistance system. The company has introduced 5 Honda Sensing features in the City eHEV, including collision mitigation braking system, road departure mitigation, lane keeping assist system, adaptive cruise control, and auto high beam. The introduction of Honda Sensing assumes significance considering these are technological bridges to the automated driving technology of the future. It must be noted that for the 5th generation Honda City eHEV, Honda has featured a new version of Honda Sensing that uses a new front wide view camera system with a faster processor. This camera provides a wider field of detection than the previous radar and camera based system. Combined with software advances and a new, more powerful processor, the system is also capable of more quickly and accurately identifying pedestrians, bicyclists and motorcycles along with lanes and road lines. The ADAS features on the City eHEV are Level 2 compliant autonomous features, and Honda clarified on multiple occasions that Honda Sensing is not intended to replace the driver's assessment of traffic conditions and control of the vehicle. While the City eHEV as a product backed by state-of-the-art technology looks very promising, a lot would depend on how consumers view the overall package of a strong hybrid vehicle. Launched at an ex-showroom Delhi price of INR 19,49,900, the initial response in the market, as Kunal shared earlier, has been promising, and waiting period on the City eHEV is clearly running over 6 months. Nonetheless, there are challenges.
Yeah, so of course, apart from the challenges of the semiconductor issue and the COVID and the raw material prices going up, those are the challenges which one has to face this year. But strongly saying on the electric hybrid, I think there is a big gap in the battery electric vehicle taxation structure and the hybrid, strong hybrid structure. So, for example, you have a 5% GST on the pure electric versus a strong hybrid, which is basically 43% in this segment. So there is a lot of variance, and that was one of the challenges to match the prices at that level for Indian consumers. So I'm sure there is a discussion going on, and if we get the advantage, the customers can very quickly get onto the electrification journey without having a fear of range. So that will really help. So that is one of the challenges we have.
In June 2021, Toshihiro Mibe, Chief Executive Officer of Honda Motor Company, had announced that Honda globally plans to invest $40 billion to develop electric vehicles over the next decade. The company will launch 30 EVs by 2030 and produce 2 million vehicles annually.
Honda Cars India is definitely a part of the overall group. So I'm sure there's a lot of investment being made in this direction, and we being a part of the group definitely would get the advantage of that.
The prevailing market conditions, supply side challenges and the evolving COVID situation continue to put a spanner in the works for Honda Cars India, much like the other manufacturers in the auto industry. The City eHEV is a promising prospect, but Kunal isn't ready to commit any numbers to it yet.
Yeah, so we had a 9% growth over the previous year, and definitely Honda Cars India will also have a good export market. We're exporting to countries like Turkey, Mexico, so that's a separate volume which we have. Looking forward for this year, 2018-19 was one of the highest years for the industry, and initial speculations, of course, forecasting was that the industry should touch or possibly cross those figures. But looking at the uncertain situation of the semiconductor issue and plus the COVID, we're very uncertain that what exactly that figure is going to be. But Honda is going to closely follow the industry growth, and we're very confident with the new model of City eHEV, our growth number should be quite good.
Considering the unprecedented rise in fuel prices in India, the launch of the City eHEV couldn't have possibly come at a better time for Honda Cars India, which claims a fuel efficiency of 26.5 kilometers to a litre under ideal conditions. For now, looking at the initial demand and bookings, the interest among consumers seems to be strong. It would of course be interesting to see if and how Honda continues to influence the Indian consumers about hybrids as a product and technology. Time will tell.